what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave us proof through that night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. That'll bring a tear in your eye. I just want to say thank you for everybody that's here, and to the affiliates who always come across and do such great things for us. And it's always like it's an effort to get here. We're busy and we take time out to help make our own organization better. And that's kind of what I think convention is all about. And it's a non-renewal year, so it's really great to see everybody here wanting to learn and get better in our business. So that's kind of, I don't have a whole lot more to say, but now I'd like to call out Errol Champion from Juneau, who is going to read the governor's proclamation for our convention.
Dear Alaskan Realtors, welcome to the 2012 Alaska Association of Realtors Conference. For 53 years, the association has been helping Alaskans become property owners in one of the most beautiful places on earth. We all know that real estate can be a great personal or business investment. Private property ownership is also good for us as a state. It gives our businesses a foothold, establishes our communities through the commitment of property owners, and gives families a place to call home. By upholding high ethical and professional standards and supporting industry education, the association and you, its members, are helping to grow Alaska's economy. Thank you for doing your part in keeping Alaska the land of opportunity. My wife Sandy and I extend a warm greeting to each of you and our best wishes for a productive and educational conference. Best regards, Sean Parnell, Governor of the great state of Alaska.
Coming up next, we would have the legislative report and Dave Summers, Industry Issues Chairman. He's from Fairbanks, Alaska, Summers & Associates.
Before I start, I'd like to welcome two very important people in the room. I think we have two commissioners here today, Nancy Davis and Stacy Risner. Could you please stand up? Are you here? Anybody sneaking? It's great to see you here, and thank you for all your work. Stacey did a great job. So last year we had 4 bills we were putting through or monitoring. House Bill 267 dealt with real estate commission issues. There were 3 items in there. One was giving the real estate commission the ability to assign a licensee to oversee a brokerage in an extreme case. We found in a previous horrible thing that happened that we had to put a broker back in charge of the same trust accountant who's pillaging. And it didn't make any sense, so that needed work done. We took care of that. Made a clarification that a licensed assistant has to be under the same broker as the person that they're working with, which the rest of the law said we had to just tweak that a little bit. And then we put in that payments of commissions to a charity clause, which gives you now the ability to advertise the fact that you want to do so and give a portion of your commission to a charity.
My mama told me when I was young, we're all superstars.
1 out of 4 closes work really well in a robust economy. When you have a lot of traffic, you can walk 3 out of 4 people and still make a pretty good living. In fact, that happened in a lot of the parts of the country during the bubble. You had this rush of people into the industry because everybody was making so much money. So you had people that did not have the proper skill set that were just really relying on the fact that if I could connect with 1/4 of the population, I could make a ton of money. And then, of course, what happens is then the traffic goes away. The bubble bursts. No, now there's not as many people coming in the door. You may not see 4 people in a week, right? Maybe a month in some parts of the country. So all of a sudden, you can't make enough money living on 1 out of 4. Now, put that on the back burner, let that simmer on low heat. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met a prospective new client? You interact for about a minute, and you say to yourself, you know what?
You might be the Antichrist.
Have you had that experience? Hey, man, shoot up on that one. What I find really fascinating is how many of you look at other people in the room. Yeah. Well, as you can imagine, what does that do to the domino effect? The exact opposite, right? Your self-efficacy diminishes. You get awkward and clunky, and you get nervous, and you panic a bit. And, there was even a time, probably, and maybe that still exists in Alaska, there was a time where you were happy that they went away, because you envisioned a whole future of heartache, and so, happy if they walked away. In fact, you would refer them to your competitor, just so it was a time suck for them, right? And since your self-efficacy goes down, what happens to your skill set? Yeah, it's funny. We don't get any more stupid, but our ability to execute on it gets clunky. We get clunky with our skill set. It's what, is affectionately referred to the selling skill technique called spray and pray, right? Throw up, show up, and throw up. It's when you just let me just say as much as I can and hope something lights your fire, because I don't, you're a zombie. I'm not having any of it. And then when you have clunky skill set, what's your likelihood that you're going to close it? Extremely small. In fact, it's almost the exact reverse of the previous one. It's somewhere between 10 to as much as maybe 25%, but that depends on a motivated buyer. If you've got a motivated consumer that's willing to walk over the train wreck that is your selling skills because they're that motivated to buy, then you might still get it. But the likelihood that you were the reason that they bought from you is pretty small. So, and that's roughly 25% of the population. So what we've got here is we've got this colossal yin and yang among humanity. We've got this 1/4 of people that just love us, just adore us, immediately upon meeting us. Now they can learn to despise us later. There's other reasons to hate people, but initially, and for business relationships purposes, they like us. And we've got this 1/4 of the population that probably not on our best day, right? And what I recommend is you don't even try to crack that nut. It's way too much energy expended. The likelihood that you're actually going to be, particularly in your line of work where it's an extended relationship, it'd be one thing if they were just coming in to buy clothes. But when you're going to be working with them on this magnitude of purchase that has this impact on their life, I think the better idea is, rather than you trying to work with them, is look around. If you happen to work in an office with other realtors, find the colleague that most irritates you and put those two together. That way you get to keep it in-house. Maybe you can work out a little, referral fee, and they'll love each other. That'll go really well between the two of them, and everybody. It's a win-win-win really for everybody. The big question is that middle 50%. And that middle 50%, whether it's in leadership or sales or service, that's the holy grail. Because the more of that group that you can become comfortable with, that you can understand, that you can recognize behavioral cues quickly, that you can make adjustments in your approach, not only in the way that you sell to them or service them, but also in how you frame the products and services, how you would frame a property, how you would frame the services provided by your organization, so that it really resonates with them. So the key to that 50% is applied cognitive psychology.
We could see the sun when we were young and raw, and it looked so small.
Right now, I'm going to have Gil Hartnett come up and say a few words.
I'd wake you up. I know I'm speaking later this afternoon at 1:30. I'll have to wake you up then too. 1:30 in the afternoon is, you know what happens at 1:30 after lunches and stuff. So anyway, I'm Gail, and I'm here from Boise, Idaho, and I'm your regional vice president. And I just have to tell you, I absolutely love being in Alaska. You guys are awesome. Alaska, awesome. Hear from some A words. I'm here to share with you just some of the fun things that have happened with NAR this year, and just to tell you how proud we are of you, the Alaska Association of Realtors. You are so amazing. I learned that in January last year when I was in Anchorage at your leadership days, and it just carried on throughout the year. You are, out of 5 states, we are Alaska, this is Region 12 of NAR, we are Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, and Washington. They're the best region in the whole wide world. Would you agree? Okay. Now, I have to be careful what I say, but I don't think there's anybody here from the other 4 states. But you guys set the pace for our region in so many ways. I have to share that when I got here in January, the very first meeting that I attended was Monday morning, and it was your RPAC trustees. And your trustees, where's Patty? Where's my Patty? Patty Cohn. Oh my gosh, that woman, I mean, you guys, where's the RPAC trustees? Stand up if you're an RPAC trustee. What a job you have done. Yes. I'll tell you what, these guys had their marching orders, and they took and they marched to the tune of creating, for me, my speeches for the rest of the states, because of the way that you handle things and the way you hit the road. Just, it's amazing. Marching orders were met. You guys talked about your goals, and there was, you were sitting in the room knowing who was going to be, who were the investors last year, who we were going after this year, which by the way is everyone, but really and truly texting people from last year while we sat in that room and getting the affirmation that yes, we will do this again. So I just have to share, I was just totally blown away and totally impressed by the time I left on Tuesday afternoon. It was, you guys had what, 32 out of your 44, something like that? Something like that, but it was impressive, totally impressive. And you are a President's Cup state. Yes. So far in our region, you are the only President's Cup state.
Strong is our vice president, but I also want to say that she is also an NAR RPAC trustee, and she is the first Alaskan to be in the RPAC Hall of Famer, which means she gave at least $25,000. That's pretty special. Come on up, Janice.
That's a lot of money.
They were payless. She started. Thank you very much, and I'm always honored to be on our local team, and just really honored to be a part of RPAC, got promoted last year to be your Region 12, RPAC trustee, and I'm the first one from Alaska to ever be nominated for that position. So I represent the entire region, just like Gail does, and on a national level. So I take back everything you do here back to national, and root for all of the legislators that are supporting our goals. So I just want to thank you very much for all your support. And as long as we're on the RPAC theme, as your Region 12 trustee, I am hosting for the current 2012 major investors a little moment with Moe later on this evening. It's 5:30 to 6:30, and it's going to be in the red tent. So that's an invitation only for those of you who are already current 2012. You get to visit with Moe and hear what he has to say. So I just want to thank you so much for all your support, and please, I'm always available for anything you need because I represent you on the national level too. So thanks again.
That's number one. Number two is thank you again for investing in this, what we do to try and preserve the American dream, make sure that your business stays intact and that your customers and clients stay in place. Look, we do a couple different things. We go after you all the time for money for RPAC. I want you to understand that money is fun. Those are called hard dollars. And we can do a lot of good things with that. We can make that money work for us with the folks in Congress in D.C. and on the Hill. We can make those donations and investments in those folks that support what we do. That's housing and construction and peripheral real estate industry like commercial and industrial. But there are other things we need to do as well. We need to get very close to, even closer than we are already, with the folks that promulgate the rules and the regs that govern our business and govern the folks that buy and sell real estate in America. One way to do that is to donate, and I say donate, but I mean really invest in those folks independently and individually from everything else. That's what we call President's Circle. It's a $2,000 investment per year. That $2,000 goes to the folks that you think are the most deserving. We select the champions of the real estate industry and then give you a choice to go ahead and invest in those champions under your name. And you can, we do that in a three part.
This year was 3 years.
This year was 3 years. 3-part investment. What do you get for that besides the fact that you're putting some money into the kitty for a better place to do business? We hold it's a conference for you. And places we've been are Anaheim, South Beach, we've been up in Palm Beach. Where at?
Puerto
Rico, Virgin Islands, I think. And that's free for you. We can't pay your airfare, but we will pay a beautiful suite in those hotels. And then we'll give you all of the political stuff. If you're a political junkie, you will love it because we'll give you all the political stuff you could possibly imagine. Usually have 2 or 3 folks from the Hill to come and talk to us. Then we get prognosticators galore to tell you what we think or what they think is going to happen. But the important part really is not that we want to make sure that you're invested just in RPAC, but that you're invested in the people that really make a difference for us in Congress.
If I don't do anything else today. I'm gonna take a walk.
Angie Talent, Summers and Associates, and yes, Chris, I'm having a great time.
I liked it.
Dave Mitchell was huge impact on me. Very, very entertaining and just very informative. It was amazing to see the different personalities that were in the room.
I agree. Did you learn anything about yourself during that process, Dave's class?
That I'm a micromanager, and I kind of already knew that.
Confirm some things then.
It was more interesting to me to see my associates and the people that I know and the people in my office and see what kind of personalities they were and might, help me better understand where they're coming from.
So in other words, it'll help you better micromanage them.
Yes.
Exactly.
Chris Girdwood with 5 Star Realty and having a great time. Probably the wine tasting has been the highlight.
All right. Did you catch Dave Mitchell's class?
I did. Outstanding. I'm a warrior.
Are you?
I am.
I could have guessed that.
Yeah.
All right, you having a good real estate year, 2012 so far?
Oh, amazing year. It's amazing year. Big numbers.
My name is Chelsea Westerberg. I'm with Homes and Land Magazine, and it has been pretty good so far. It is running along fantastically. I am so happy that all the booths, they look fantastic, and I have already bought a Dazzle Me Tutu for my goddaughter.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
April Frick, and the president of the Greater Fairbanks Board of Realtors, and I'm with Summers and Associates. And yeah, I'm having a great time. Girdwood's been beautiful. Good conference, wonderful speakers. I love Dave Mitchell's class, so I actually saw him speak in Chicago and D.C. and then here. And so I think that's a testament to what a great speaker he is, because I think we did a total of 5 hours. So 5 hours with the speaker I was seeing for the third time, and he's a completely engaging speaker, fabulous speaker. One of the very few speakers. I'm kind of an ADD person. I'm a little all over the place, So one of the few people that I've ever encountered that can hold my attention for 5 hours.
So I'm guessing you are a mastermind.
I am a mastermind.
We're in good company.
We are. We're clever.
All right, thanks, April.
Yep, definitely, Chris.
Yeah, having a good time.
Okay, how's 2012 been treating Dave Keating in general?
Business has picked up, but I don't want to tell everybody. Everybody will be moving down from Anchorage and coming into my area. So.
Exactly.
No, it's been good.
Hey, did you take Dave Mitchell's class yesterday?
I caught his afternoon class. He was very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Danny Wood from Anchorage, Keller Williams Realty, and having a great time down here. Well, most have been going to meetings, but but Dave Mitchell's class, oh my word, that was unreal. A lot of good stuff about how to deal with people because of who they are. That was awesome.
I am Diette. I am with Keller Williams. I'm also with the Anchorage Board of Realtors as the president-elect, and I am the chairperson for this convention. So far, it's been absolutely excellent. We have had such a great time, incredible speakers, just a great crew. I probably had the best committee I could have possibly asked for. Thank you very much.
I'm Dorothy Cunningham with 5 Star Realty, and I'm having a wonderful time. This is just a great opportunity to mix and meet with all the other realtors and find out new ideas and new things that are going on at the trade show and as well as in our industry. It's just a great place to be.
All right. Did you enjoy Dave Mitchell's class?
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed Dave Mitchell's class. He was probably one of the greatest speakers I've heard in a long time.
Yeah.
And very, very motivational. So, thanks.
Thanks, Dorothy.
I'm Stacy Schubert, Director of Government Relations for Alaska Housing. It's been a really exciting year for us. We've done a really great job, I think, of bringing more consistency to our brand with an improved look. And we've been very responsive to the realtors as well as to home builders who are talking to us about improvements in our programs.
Yeah, I would agree with all of that.
Thank you very much. It's really been a team effort, both with our marketing department as well as the mortgage department, especially really the mortgage department, and our board of directors who are the ones who said, go out and do this and make it happen. Well, in terms of the marketing, we're going to continue to build on Matt and Jen. We're really tracking what's working and what's not, what consumers are responding to. I think you're going to see us more on social media. We heard about a lot of social media at last year's convention, and so there's a lot to learn, a lot to test, a lot to try, see what resonates, and refine it and move forward.
I'm Melissa Bidwell with MVI Realty from Fairbanks, and I'm having a blast. The keynote speaker the first day was incredible. He should have been a stand-up comic. I am an expert with romantic secondary.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Naomi Louvier, owner of Prudential Jack White Vista Real Estate, and I am having a great time here. This is a great place to have it, of course, but also Girdwood's always fun, the hotel's beautiful, but the company and just the sharing ideas and enjoying people throughout the state, that makes it very special, so having a great time.
My name is Maud Morse. I work for Alaska Housing, and I'm having one heck of a great time at the convention.
I'm very busy. Screen. I can see that. So I'm over here at the YPN booth, and you are?
I'm Sarah Johnson. Christina Cheney. We're actually just holding down the YPN booth. We're Fairbanks YPN, and she wanted some ice cream, so we thought we'd hold down the booth for her. Ice cream courtesy of Residential Mortgage. And we appreciate that.
Are you both YPN members?
We are.
One more time. Are you both YPN members?
Yes, we are. And yes.
So this is a young professionals network.
Absolutely. Super professional.
Okay, I'm thinking about joining. What's one benefit to the YPN? What's just one thing? One word?
Networking. Leadership. Technology. Guidance. Fun.
That's a lot of words. Thank you.
Yes, sorry. We couldn't just narrow it down to one. There's so many.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you going? How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. On the eve of the greatest RPAC event of 2000.